Got a little annoyed at the mainstream media coverage of it, so I want to do this video. So, don't get me wrong, it's not like I like the speech. If you saw our live coverage, you know that I thought it was fairly miserable, terrible, and boring, and totally out of Trump's character. And we accurately predicted that it was, in fact, Steve Bannon who wrote the speech. Apparently, Stephen Miller also chipped in. Now the White House acknowledges that. Okay, so where's my defense? And I'll get back to why it was terrible in a second, and the crazy things he did today. But my defense of it is that the mainstream media immediately was talking about how he's still in campaign mode and he's still attacking the media and Washington. Yeah, that's what he ran on. That's not campaign mode. That's just if he was being honest. Wait till you get a load of me. Okay, so if we get real progressives in office, will we could continue to criticize Washington and corruption and politicians and the mainstream media? Of course we will, because we weren't lying. Now, if you want to know what I thought of the speech outside of this nonsense criticism by the mainstream media, as I said on day of, so dry, right? And he's not good at reading from a teleprompter. Don't make him do it. Look, the reason people voted for him is part of the reason is that they found him entertaining. So, we're not winning anymore. We got to be winning. With me, we're going to win so much it's going to make your head spin. Yeah, he sounds like an idiot when he says that, but people like that. They're amused by it. They like that kind of talk. When you make him read off a prompter from a speech that someone else wrote, and like I said, they've already acknowledged now that somebody else wrote it, it makes him look like a stiff. It makes him look like a fake, a phony, and he's not very good at it. So Obama's great from reading from a prompter. By the way, all the presidents read from prompters. That was an absurd criticism they had of Obama. And I'm not saying like Trump's like the first guy to read from a prompter. No, Obama did it. Reagan did it. Bush did it. Every one of them does it, right? But Reagan was a lot better at it because he's an actor. And Obama is smooth, so he was good. Trump's like, and now Steve Bannon has written that I should say the country is rusting. It's rusty. It's rusty. I'm rusty. Oh, God, golly gee. Okay, just unleash him. And so now, look, at the same time, like I said, those ideas are, the country's not winning with Trump's ideas. He won the election, but right now he's, of course, very unpopular. And those ideas about how, when you do more nationalism, look, anyway, you know that I disagree with his policies. Okay. Now, finally, Sean Spicer goes out today, and at the White House. They're inside the White House. Somebody help! They're inside the White House. Anyway, and he goes out and says that was the biggest inauguration crowd. Period. That part I actually respect. When Spicer comes out and flat out lies though in a comical way and says it's the biggest crowd ever at an inauguration. Period. Yeah, we know Trump made you say that, man. That's so sad. Obviously, the numbers are in, and it's not remotely true. It's way lower than not just Obama's. Of course, Obama's first inauguration was 1.8 million people, a historic moment, but also lower than George W. Bush's and everyone else's pretty much in recent history. So, nothing wrong with criticizing Trump. We do it all the time. I just did it 3-4 times in this video. Just get it right and criticize him for the right reasons. If you disagree with his policies, say it, right? If he's lying, say it. But when you go out there and you feel hurt, your feelings are hurt because he attacked the media and your buddies who are politicians that you share drinks with in the cocktail circuit, well, that's not the right way to criticize him, and it's super annoying, and that's part of the reason why America doesn't like you. All right, I'm going to do a strange defense of Donald Trump's inauguration speech here. Now, I know it was on Friday, and we already covered it live. In fact, we covered it live for 12 hours, the whole inauguration day. But I got a little annoyed at the mainstream media coverage of it, so I want to do this video. So don't get me wrong, it's not like I like the speech. If you saw our live coverage, you know that I thought it was fairly miserable, terrible, and boring, and totally out of Trump's character. And we accurately predicted that it was, in fact, Steve Bannon who wrote the speech. Apparently, Stephen Miller also chipped in. Now the White House acknowledges that. Okay, so where's my defense? And I'll get back to why it was terrible in a second, and the crazy things he did today. But my defense of it is that the mainstream media immediately was talking about how he's still in campaign mode and he's still attacking the media and Washington. Yeah, that's what he ran on. That's not campaign mode. That's just, if he was being honest, which on the campaign he really wasn't, obviously, because he wound up appointing a cabinet that's filled with insiders. But if he was being honest, of course he should continue to do that. I think that what they were hurt by is they expect him and all candidates to lie during the campaign and say, oh yeah, I'm running against Washington, I'm running against the media, yeah. But that when they get into office, they're supposed to drop that act, right? And straighten up and say how great Washington is and how he's looking forward to working with everybody in Washington and all the politicians, and stop making his case for his own party and his own administration. Which, by the way, is exactly what they said to Obama, and he went along with it.